these dip trades, keeping it really simple here. Looking at our 4-hour, we can see that we're closing in on a opportunity to actually enter at a very good price here. It does look like we are below our resistance with our liquidity dip. So Ethereum here at the 1444, 1450 would have been a perfect entry price if you want to take a risk. But this looks like we're closing in here. So what we're going to do here is make a simple move to get ahead of this on Ethereum Classic. As we can see here, we have our major support here at 31.19 and a good support line in this zone here. And it looks like you can see here we have our lines put in back here at 32.24. Seems to be a normal bounce back zone, and we're about 4 hours away from confirmation of a good entry at about $33. So what we're going to do here is simply take a chance, because we do have our 50, our 10 EMA moving down, and we're going to play off the 10 here. We normally, the best entry would be when the 10 EMA comes down and we get above the 10 EMA. So just to get a simple trade in here, we're going to go over to our KuCoin. We're going to go over to our margin. We're going to go isolated. Here's our ETC. Once you put in ETC over here, you will get it lined up. And once you have it lined up here, USDT, you're going to hit transfer. And this is how this will look, ETC. And we're going to look for ETC USDT, because that's what we're going to actually put in. And we're going to go ahead and move over a simple $100 trade. Once that's in there, we're going to hit borrow. That's going to bring us here where we can actually borrow up to $900. And to do this here, we're simply going to take 100% of what we're borrowing, knock it down to 7 days. And how you know what you're borrowing is basically right here, USDT. Now we're going to slide over to margins, take a closer look at ETC. We're going to come off the 4-hour. We're going to go to the 1 minute. Now on the 1 minute, what we're looking for is an entry price based on our RSI. And it does look like our RSI on our 1 minute starting to bend here. We already hit the top. So this looks like where we'd want to enter right here. So 32.62.5. So let's get into our trading posture here. We're going to go to stop market, and we're going to put a buy in here at 32.65, 100%. And we missed our little jump there, but it should drop back down. There we go. It's going to be our play right now. Now, anytime you go into a trade, you always want to make sure that you have a stop market set up to sell if something goes wrong. We're going to play this off of the previous little dip here, which would be the 32.60 all the way down to this little bottom candle here, 32.58. And 32.56. So we're just going to take the 32.50 below the two dips that it earlier had. We're going to have let's see here. $32.46. And for this, we're going to slide over to the 5 minutes to give us just a better view of where we can expect this to wick down to. And the biggest wick would probably be the 3250 right there. So let's take this line here, Fibonacci 3247, and we're going to go below that at 3240. And now that we have our number, we can calculate and see if it's worth the percentages of closing out that early, knowing that our true mark of resistance is in the zone of the 31 3106. So since we already came off the 3106 and we're showing higher highs or higher lows, we're going to let this play out a little, and we're going to take it down to 3230 just to stay in a good zone here. Because now if you're watching it very closely, you'll be able to re-enter if anything goes wrong on this side. But this looks pretty good here. The reason why I want to have a decent, stop here is that I don't want it to wick me out and I have to pay for fees before I even get my trade going. So that's kind of where I want to be. A little bit better. So I'm going to go behind a little bit lower than this last bottom wicks here, just because I don't want to get wicked out on anything until this gets to run. So 3220 is my sell 100. And there we go. And just like that, we are in a long on ETC. And what we're looking for here is a profit move. And the profit move is, we're going to look to try to get to this 45 area here, which it's hit twice. So let's see. So $42. So now we're going to put our take profit side at $42. I mean, even at this, I'll take $41, which is a good profit. Sell 100%. So if we do get a wick to $41, we will take that profit there. And there you have it, boys. That's our play of the day. Good luck. God bless.